The Department of Human Services has recently begun using an automated debt recovery system that checks recorded information, calculates debt owed from Centrelink recipients, and issues debt notices, all with no human oversight. Individuals are given just 21 days to prove they were eligible for the welfare they received, and individuals who are unable to pay are referred to debt collectors. The automated system crudely averages out ATO information about a person's yearly income from 26 fortnightly periods, with no regard for when income was earned. For example, if someone earns $26,000 in a financial year, it will average that out to $1,000 per fortnight and calculate the money owed without any regard for when the $26,000 was earned. It might be earned in the first half, causing a need and also eligibility for assistance in the second half. A whistleblower from Centrelink's compliance team has come forward revealing the system to be prone to such errors and has stated its high rate of wrongful debt notices being sent out, stating that of hundreds of debt cases he had reviewed, only about 20, which he calls a generous estimate, turned out to be genuine debts. Some mistakes saw people wrongfully put tens of thousands of dollars in debt, while others saw people being given debt based on payslips from up to 6 years ago. The whistleblower has also revealed that Centrelink employees were instructed to give false information. They were instructed to tell Centrelink customers to contact the Consumer Affairs watchdog in their state or territory, which could help them track down payslip information they needed to prove that they owe no debt, knowing these organizations would not have this information. All of this should come as no surprise. Instead of going after the 585 corporations, each with an annual turnover of more than $100 million that pay nothing in tax, which would bring in about $50 billion for the budget, they're targeting the poorest in our society. A logical person might ask, why don't they crack down on the tax avoidance instead? And the answer to that would be political donations. You see, the Liberal Party, which is currently in government, for those of you who've been living under a rock, well, they get their money for their campaign ads that they run on television, radio, etc. They get that from corporations and special interest groups that represent corporations. Now, they give hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions of dollars to the Liberal Party, and in return they get policy outcomes, such as the loopholes for tax avoidance not being closed, policy outcomes that relax regulations, and so on and so forth. This is why political donations on a large scale need to be stopped. But that's a story for another time. For now, I'm Mr. K, this is News Nation, and I'll see you all in the next report.